Hi everyone, thanks for joining me, Kaylee with Ecstasy Crafts. Today we're going to be working on some garden themed cards. Now these cards were made with elements from our garden theme bundle during our Black Friday sale, but not to worry if you weren't able to snag up one of those bundles. A lot of these elements are all still on our website, sold individually at ecstasycrafts.com. So if you see anything you like, you can pick that up. Now, should I just show you some of the ones? It's cold and dreary here right now, so we thought let's do something with some garden themes. So we're going to be using embossing folders and some 3D floral elements. So there's another sample. A little dirt never hurt. So stay tuned for that. We're also featuring our Cosmic Shimmer Opal Blaze, which is very nice, just to highlight a couple tools and some gorgeous stamps. I love these kind of journal-y style stamps from Creative Expressions. So stay tuned. If you want some more step-by-step in-depth instructions, you can head to our blog at ecstasycrafts.com where you will find this post. Okay, so let's get into it. So we'll start off with a little tag design using a paper pad from Marianne, lots of florals and greenery in that one, as well as just some basic backgrounds. And then we'll use some decoupage elements and some beautiful stamps from Creative Expressions. I love this set. You'll find the links in our blog post. And we're going to add a little trowel on there and use our Opal Blaze to really spice it up a bit. So we're going to start with our card base. This one is 3 inches by 3 inches. And we're going to layer on, I've cut a piece of this card stock from the paper block and just attached some double-sided tape to that. So we're going to place that on there, and it's just cut 1/4 inch smaller than the tag, so 2 3/4 inches. So we'll tack that on there with our double-sided tape, and then I'm going to cut out an element from this decoupage sheet from Marianne, whatever one kind of tickles my fancy. So I think I'm going to go with these little bell flowers. Is that Lily of the Valley? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what flower it is. So I'm just going to carefully cut around there and we will layer it on. So there we go, and next we will stamp our sentiment. I'm going to go with Sending Sunshine for this one, a nice bright sentiment, and I just used my Stamping Buddy Pro to put that on there with my VersaFine ink. I love this ink for sentiments and anything kind of intricate. So I've applied my double-sided tape to my decoupage element, and I'll remove the backing, and we'll just smack that on there. I've kind of pre-laid out where all of my elements are going to go, just so that I can fit everything on the card. So do make sure you do that first. If you're not doing this exact layout, it's always good to pre-plan. So there we'll apply our sentiment, and I've just got a little 1mm foam tape on there just to pop it out a little bit, and we'll put that one on there. Now I've gone ahead and cut out a little garden trowel with craft paper using the die from Marianne, and I'm going to apply this Opal Blaze to the trowel just to give it a little hint of sparkle there. I don't know if the camera picks it up very well, but there's tons of shimmer in there. And just, you can use an applicator, a foam applicator or whatever, but I'm just going to use my finger quickly just to pat a little bit on there for some highlight and really make that trowel pop. Then using some foam pads, I'm going to stick it on there so it's raised up a little above the sentiment, and just whichever angle will make it fit around your sentiment. Easy as that, guys. Some cute little garden themed tags that are just adorable. So let's dive into our full-sized card here, guys. We are going to start with our card base that is 5 7/8 inches by 5 7/8 inches, just to give us some room to play with our different elements. You could make it smaller if you wanted. You could make it any size if you want. So we're going to use some of the same elements, the same paper pad as our tag, and we're going to mix in a Leanne embossing folder with some garden tools on there. So we'll show you how to work with that. Now to start, we'll pick our background sheet. I'm going to go with the yellow polka dots, but you do you, whatever you feel like making the colors. It all works. There's lots of different colors of flowers, so I'm sure you can find something that matches. So with double-sided tape, we will stick this background sheet onto our card base. Now it's just a 1/4 inch smaller on all sides than our cardstock base. And then we will emboss our folder. After running it through my Go Power and Emboss machine, I've trimmed the embossed cardstock down to 5 1/4 inches. I'm going to use this fingertip dabber to apply some Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo to the raised garden tools on the embossed card. So just applying the ink, dabbing it on there, and using a light touch, just kind of brushing over the raised elements. Using a very light touch because we don't want to get much ink on the background sheet, if any. We just want it on the raised portions of our, or the embossed portions of our card, to draw attention to them. So applied to all of the embossed portions, you could now take your ink and kind of scuff the edges if you wanted to make that card pop even more. That's always nice, but I'm just going to leave it blank for this one. And then I will apply it with my 1mm double-sided foam to our card base and background. Just pop it on there once your ink is dry, trying to make sure you have the correct side up. And there you have it. We can start building our floral elements and our sentiments. So I've cut out some sentiments from this sheet of garden words, and we will lay them out. You could use any sentiment you want here, guys, not necessarily this one, but that's the one I've decided to go with. A little dirt never hurt. And then I'm going to build my 3D floral that's from Romac, and I love these 3D step-by-steps, some gorgeous different elements on here. So I'll pop it out gently and make sure I have them all of the background pieces out. Sometimes there's some intertwined that you want to make sure that you get. And then I will layer them on top of one another using some of our foam pads, just lining up the images. And then you can even add, I think this one has 4 or 5 different layers, but I'm going to steal some of the elements from some other layers and apply them with this set as well. So just to add in some different pieces. Now we're going to arrange these on our card, tacking them on with our foam pads. And I'm just going to kind of arrange them so that they're nestled in the top corner of my card, and making sure that they're laid out properly and layered nicely. I think I'm going to stick that one in behind, so it looks like it's more in the background of our main element. And then we'll stick our big boy on there. And there you have it. We've got a gorgeous, I think that takes us to almost 6 or 7 layers of florals that adds a lot of depth. So I'm going to stick my sentiments, cut out sentiments on there using some double-sided foam tape. Now I had a little bit of a dyslexic moment here. It should say a little dirt never hurt. So here's a clip where I've rearranged them, and there you have it, a gorgeous garden themed card. Thanks for tuning in. We had a lot of fun making these garden themed cards. I hope they brighten your day. If you want to check out the products again, you can find more details and links to the products on our blog at ecstasycrafts.com. You'll find the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at Ecstasy Crafts. Thanks so much for watching, guys.